Welcome back to Romance the World. It's your girl, Charley. Today we're going to do How to Flirt with a Hellhound by Shannon Mae. This is a paranormal romance. Hit it!
Grab yourself a book, turn the lights down low. It's time, everybody, for Romancing the Woe.
How to Flirt with a Hellhound by Shannon Mae is a gay paranormal romance. Now, this is the first book in the series. So far, there's 2 books out. I read them both. They're both amazing. This is what it looks like. As you know, if I really love it, I'm getting it on paperback. So, the premise of this is that you have the Hellhounds. Yes, they're from hell. Okay, so they're on Earth, and you have this group of males, and they basically more or less have been rejected by their families, and they get raised by Wilder. Now, Wilder kind of teaches them how to be a hellhound, and the whole premise behind this is the hellhounds know with humans whether they're evil. Now, there's evil where you're bound to go to hell, and then there's, maybe not a great person, but you have a point. You can have you can have redemption. You find a way of getting out of the badness and becoming a better person. So, but if you're bound to hell, then they're going to kill you. And that's the point of this. So our hellhound is named Dexter. He's our main character. So he lives out in the country, and there's his house, this old lady's house, and then there's Toby's house. Now, Toby is a human. He's sweet, he's cute, and he's obsessed with writing. And he's a writer for a living, so he's at home all the time. And he writes paranormal and homicidal, stories, and how do you kill this person? And he's always trying to research everything. And then when Dexter, who moves next door, comes in, he immediately is attracted to Dexter. Dexter, of course, is our hellhound. And Dexter immediately looks at Toby, and he knows he's the one. But he doesn't know how to do it because Dexter hasn't been raised around humans. So he doesn't know what the normal thing to do is, which just makes the story kind of hilarious because, when Toby's like, I wonder how blood splatters. What part of the body do you get? If you chop off their fingers, what happens? And Dexter's like, oh, well, this is what happens. And he tells him. And, Toby's like, oh, that's normal right now. Because Toby gets just obsessed with his writing. He gets one thought, he's done for hours. Now, Toby doesn't really take very good care of himself because his thing is all about writing and getting his stories done. He gets very involved, very excited. But he's always getting distracted by Dexter. And he goes, Dexter's very hot, but I wonder what he does for a living. He's trying to figure this out. And Toby kind of gets pulled into this world of Dexter's world. Now, Dexter, yes, he kills people, but you have to understand these are horrible. These are like serial killers. These are people who are, there's no way of redeeming them. You're not going to rehabilitate someone. This person is doomed to just hurt other humans forever. So what Dexter does is a really good thing. Now, in case you're concerned, this is not very graphic on the violence, if that's an issue for you. And this is not a dark romance. It's very sweet. There's humor in it. Dexter, like I said, kind of fumbles. He's a very strong person. He does not know how to really romance Toby. He wants Toby. So he starts doing little things like taking care of him, make sure he's got food, make sure he's getting some sleep. Then of course, Dexter has his brothers, and he starts contacting them, and they just start showing up. So things start happening very fast. This is a very great book. I love this book. I love this series. I've already gotten book 2, which I'll be reviewing in the future. So How to Flirt with a Hellhound, I highly recommend. Again, it's a gay paranormal romance. And just the relationship between all the men. You have Dexter and Toby together, and then Toby has his friends who are going to be incorporated in the other books. And then, of course, you're going to have the Dexter's brothers, and then there's adoptive father. I so hope he has his own book. I'm looking forward to that in the future. So this is How to Flirt with a Hellhound by Shannon Mae. Until next time, this is your girl, Charley.